They're the ones that are actual fucking dogs, while you hide behind using drugs, and they're like, no, we're the hardcore motherfuckers. But then a ref gives you a red light. Lift in this federation again. ABS, abs makes you squat too deep. How dare they? I paid my money, I paid my flight, so the what? Everybody else did. What makes you special, motherfucker? Shut up. Circle it back. That's why female powerlifting is way fucking harder than 99% of the drug-using, PED-using, untested side, because they actually fucking compete. And you guys just want to participate and jerk yourselves off in the corner because you think you deserve it to fucking be happy about just showing up and getting your little trophy you fucking paid for. So apparently, this YouTube is periodically turning into a women's powerlifting highlight reel because the guys are just kind of boring and they all end up complaining at one another and subtweeting. Well, is subtweeting even a term anymore? Vague posting? I don't know. Is subtweeting even a term anymore? Vague posting? I don't know. But the guys are, yeah, whatever, you know, like, but IPF Worlds just happened and the ladies showed out yet again. I'm gonna walk through, show you guys some of my favorite highlights, some of the lowlights, because Poly Market, Rain Bet, or any of that other stuff you constantly see on social media isn't even in powerlifting yet. I'm sure it's going to be at some point. But my God, sometimes I think the fix is in with the IPF guys, like, because you see some of the judging calls, you see some of the jury calls, and it's like, you're really stacking the cards against some of these lifters. And it's like, I'm not even the biggest fan of everybody that ends up getting screwed over. I just like watching powerlifting. I ain't got no dog in this fight. I ain't got nothing going on over here. I just like watching powerlifting, but sometimes you're just like, damn, it looks like the fix might have been in, but we'll get into it. The first person that I wanted to talk about, I don't want to say this in a negative way, because this is still a 275 kilo squat by Agin Onua. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. Her Instagram handle is Girls City Fitness TV, I think. She's from Great Britain. I sent it to Brianny and I was like, who the hell is this? Because that's terrifying, because it was too easy. She ends up and comes back and hits something really special on the deadlift later. But just starting this off, this is a 275 kilo squat for her third attempt. I think this puts her one rung above Benika Brown, maybe, in the scoring for squats thus far. But IPF Worlds, it was yet again one of the most incredibly thrilling things to watch as a powerlifter, former powerlifter, current powerlifter, whatever, somebody that just enjoys the sport. It's amazing to see how the caliber of athlete continues to climb and climb and climb, especially on the drug-tested side. Because it's just unbelievable, man. That's 275 kilos. That is what, well, now I'm being an idiot. What is that, like damn near 600 pounds? Yeah, that's 606. What are we talking about, dude? And then one of my favorite lifters, I actually talked about her in a previous video when we went over the Sheffield, the most recent Sheffield competition. This is Brittany Schlater, and she is the Canadian superstar who ends up coming out here and squatting 102.5 kg, which is 666 pounds. Again, I remember hitting that in competition and being incredibly proud of it. This is a woman who is doing the same thing, and it's unbelievable, man. Brittany is one of the coolest people. She's one of the most kind-hearted, sweetest individuals on the planet, and she's one of the most fun powerlifters to watch. As a guy who has hit multiple squat all-time world records previously, to see someone be able to grind through those positions and maintain that under duress to that degree, that tells me more about that person's grit, character, just willingness to suffer than any other event could. The squat is unlike any other, and Brittany is just, she's a dog, bro. This, if you haven't seen this conversation yet, or seen any of the conversation going around what happened with Sonita yet, this is gonna be the one. This is where I kind of think, like, I live in Vegas, but like I think the guys in the casinos were throwing some money at some of the IPF judges, maybe the spotter on one side or the other. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this, but this might actually turn this into a reel because I really want more people to see this. But I think like maybe somebody threw like a couple euro at some of the spotters to not exactly give Sonita any extra ground or extra territory when it comes to making it easier for her. Because again, this is 334 kilos. This is 7 pounds, just under 7 pounds. This is a woman squatting 737 pounds Again, something that I, as an old bald man, have hit on the platform. It's unbelievable what female powerlifting is having happen inside of it right now. Like, these athletes are beyond what I could have even fathomed when I was coming up in the sport in the mid-2000s. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this full speed. I won't say anything, but then we're gonna roll it back and I wanna show you something. She does get called on depth. There's no spoilers here. We've already seen it. Watch. Okay. 2 reds on the side, you know it's depth. If you just watch that and you're just watching it, it's like, okay, yeah, like she cut it a little high, I get it. But let's, and mind you, this is a world stage. This is the Olympics of powerlifting. This is the premier competition on the tested side. And on the tested side, that's probably more, they have more pull, they have more credence, they're just more legitimate than anything on the untested side, because comparatively, this is real powerlifting, guys. But you think, all right, incredibly high standards, incredibly high caliber of judging, incredibly high caliber of lifting. Why do the spotters not know how to spot and load? And I don't know, I don't know the man. I don't want to speak ill on him. I think he's a fine person. And I'm sure that he and I would get along with one another if we had a separate conversation in a bar somewhere. But my dude right here, I think you guys can see my mouse. Pay attention to this guy right here and pay attention to that right knee of his. Because I can tell you, if, I can say straight up, Sonita's probably a nicer lady than I am. Well, I'm not a lady, but a nicer person than I am. Because if this happened to me and I was competing, I would have been in some type of foreign jail. Because I would have freaked the hell out. Just watch. That's not supposed to happen. That's really not supposed to happen, guys. And if we're gonna call Sonita on a depth call and we're gonna say, hey, you didn't get low enough, how does an athlete get lower when they're physically impeded from doing so by the person that you are paying to help them out on the platform and keep them safe? It doesn't really make sense to me, and that's why I think, you know, if Poly Market was involved, there would be a controversy, but because it's just powerlifting, people are like, ah, sucks. Get him at the next one, lady. Like, come on, dude. He knows, like, he knows that shouldn't have happened. And I just, even with this, like, knowing that there is a jury system at IPF Worlds level competitions. There's a jury system even on the untested side. At all of the large competitions, you can hear some of the commentators talk about it. But having that jury system and then having, actually, I haven't even looked at this angle. I want to see that. Look. What, dude, you can see the impact. How do I know I can play speed? Yeah, half speed. Let's just see. For shits and giggles. You look at the impact that occurs there. You can see his leg jar. It's not a little tap. It's not a little impediment. Nobody would ever predict that. But being able to do that on the world stage, represent your country, represent the culmination of decades of effort, put forward the sacrifices, the willingness to give of yourself and let the sport take what it needs from you in order to go out and live this aspect of your purpose and your fulfillment, and then to have the dude that the industry put in place to protect you physically stop you from doing that. Like, what are we doing? All I want to see is powerlifting in the Olympics. All I want to see is powerlifting on ESPN. I want to see powerlifting at the Enhanced Games. I was at the Enhanced Games. There's so much money that could be given to these people that would change their lives, but no, they're paying for their own travel, they're paying for their own food, they're paying for their own supplements, they're paying for their own coaches, they're getting elected to Worlds teams, and then they're paying for their own uniforms, and they're doing all of this, and then the people that the industry puts in place, a nonprofit, mind you, puts in place to support them, help them, and prevent them from getting hurt or running into problems, have this shit happen. And I know it's circular, because whenever we criticize a competition, it's always like, well, now people don't want to work these events, people don't want to volunteer, people don't want to give back, because there's always some idiot like me talking about some negative thing that happened. But you know what? That's, maybe we just take a pay cut at the top end. We can literally put this of the 501(c) nonprofit. Let's pull the funding, let's pull the numbers and see where the salaries are going, see where the money's being spent. And it's like, you know, I don't really think it makes sense when you're selling entry fees at like 200, 300 euro per lifter, along with this amount of sponsors, this amount of just all the money that is flowing through this sport. And then you're looking at these spotters and loaders and being like, here's here's a pizza. You get a pizza party. You know, like we all had that job in high school where it's like the manager is kicking your ass all day, calling you an idiot, like making you work closing shift, opening shift, and then like you're there 5 minutes later after you're supposed to clock in, and they're like, we value our time here. But then like you bust your ass, and you're like, maybe I'm gonna get a 2-cent raise this next quarter, and then your boss looks at you and it's like, yeah, we appreciate you so much, we're gonna give you guys a pizza party. It's like, fuck your pizza, dude. Of course these guys aren't going to be in the best equipped position possible to help these athletes because we're not paying the right people in this sport. And again, you know, everybody knows I backed off from my political affiliations and my involvement when it comes to powerlifting because you just gotta go back on Google a little bit to check some of that shit out. But it just doesn't make sense to me. It feels like I'm taking crazy pills. It's this circular argument where nothing actually gets done. Just reels and YouTube videos get made. The weights keep getting higher and people just stay the same amount of upset. I don't understand. I love lifting. I love powerlifting. Female powerlifting is literally at the up and up. We're gonna move on. I'm sorry, Sonita. I love Brittany. It's not just like, oh, well, it's the lifters versus the judges or versus the jury or versus the circumstance. That's the IPF for you though. I don't know, guys. And it's like, oh, Jesus squats 1,000 pounds again. You know, it's what he does. It's what he does. I'm really excited to see Devontae Lewis come in and go head to head with our boy Jesus though, because I don't know if you guys saw Devontae, maybe we can scrub it in here, but Devontae hit a like 490 kilo squat, I think, Bree? Maybe? Okay, like something ridiculous. I don't know.
And he's up!
He does dunk it.
Oh my goodness, the speed on that. Let's see what the refs say.
It was terrifying. It's like an SUV on his back, but he's as big as an SUV, so it makes sense. But still, it's fucking crazy. I want to see him and Jesus go against one another because that'll be really fun. But this is the ladies. It's ladies' night. I don't know, or afternoon, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, dude. And I mean, and like I would talk about the bench press, but it's drug tested females bench pressing. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's everybody's rest time. It's the only power lift where you lay down. So I don't know. Brittany, this is a good thing to talk about because this is something that I struggled with since I'm like the Burger King. If you guys grew up in the 90s, you remember the Burger King commercials where the guy was like, I love these juicy Whoppers, but my hands are so tiny, but I have these tiny hands. I'm that guy. Brittany, I'm not saying that she has Jimmy Dean sausage fingers, but she probably got some thick hands. It's hard to fucking hold on to shit, dude. It's like, I get it. And in order to circumvent that, sometimes you have to think about what is the most specific adaptation that you are trying to create when you are talking about increasing your grip strength in the context as a powerlifter. Literally just holding onto a bar. Guess what? The best way to train that and the best way to make that happen is what? Just hold onto a barbell longer. I was watching her training leading into this meet, and her coach, Bryce Krawczyk, who's from Calgary Barbell in Canada, another one of the OGs in the space. He's been a dog forever. He was just giving her very, very long holds in the deadlift, and people looked at it and they're like, oh, you know, you got to work your grip, you got to work your grip, you got to work your grip. And sometimes we kind of get lost in the sauce where people are doing these like crush grip drills, these like finger strengthening drills, these like more isolated movements, when the best way to hold on to a barbell for longer is literally just say, hey, in training, hold on to the bar longer. She wasn't always successful, but by applying that principle and that thought process inside of her training as often as she could and as much as she could recover from, it allowed her to get enough stimulus to actually be able to hold onto the bar long enough and really, really approach some big deadlift PRs. Because I focused on it or touched on it with the Sheffield recap a couple of months ago. She almost pulled, I think, 600, what was that? 650 pounds, something insane. Maybe like, I think it was close to 300, 295 kilos, which is like 600, whatever that is, like 650 pounds. It was, or 646 pounds, something like that. But it's unbelievable. Again, speaking of Jimmy Dean sausage finger hands, I've dropped that in competition. I've literally tried to hold on to it and be like, oh no, I shouldn't have had that popcorn. But like, it's crazy. She's gonna do it eventually. I fully believe Brittany is gonna hit a 300 kilo deadlift at some point, and it's an inevitability. It's just wild to see somebody do this on the drug tested female powerlifting side, because you can see she's a very, very like thick-bodied individual. She's built incredibly stocky. What? That's PC.
No, you're fine. Say she should just like come into the video.
Oh yeah.
I know, I'm not fatting people.
No. I think he's saying.
Over the shoulder.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I thought Bree was gonna come into the video because I'm like, Brittany's gonna pull 300 kilos, and Bree's like, you mother. What the fuck you saying? Yeah. Who are these fucking?
The sausage thing is great.
Yeah. It's true. That's why I honestly think, like, coming back, I think my grip might be a little bit better because I'm skinnier. I'm leaner. It's less thick. But that's something to talk about. Because Brianny and I had a conversation off of camera where it was like, you will mechanically run into your own tissue if you are too large of an individual. It's very difficult to talk about that with some individuals because their body size is something that they identify with, and it's not as if I want to say like, hey, you should feel bad because you have more body fat percentage than you maybe should or would be the best opportune way for you to approach this particular movement, because it will serve you when you squat, it will serve you when you bench. When it comes to deadlift, it's not doing you any favors. This is actually where we'll cover it later on, but it's a relevant topic. But it's back to Agin. And again, I'm butchering that. I have no idea. I've had like 2 conversations with her or with you, if you're watching this on Instagram. It's just like, I've literally like watched your deadlifts and I'm like, this is fucking awesome, dude. Because it's crazy. But she's pulling 272.5 kg. Like that. Again, I've deadlifted that on the platform. I haven't moved it that fast. It's terrifying. I made a reel a while ago where like it was about Sonita squatting like 705 pounds for a double. And I was like, it's Men's Mental Health Month. Like, we're all filing a complaint against her. And it's like, it's not emasculating, but it's because I'm secure in my masculinity or whatever, you know, like everybody has to say it. But it's also like, dude, we got to work a little harder, boys. That shit's fucking crazy. It's wild. It's like, what are they feeding these girls in Great Britain? I seriously think they put like the USA, we put like fluoride in our water. UK puts like D-ball or something, maybe. It's the beans on toast. Is that why you were so strong at abs? Because we had beans on toast? Blood sausage is fucking disgusting. That stuff was nasty. But like beans on toast is, like the toast with a little bit of butter and like baked beans on top. It's good. It's like this is poor people food, but like it's elevated poverty food. Yeah. It's like if Michelin had a 67 Camaro that kept breaking down or something. I don't know. So Agin, like 272.5 kg. Again, like what? I don't know what that is in pounds. I can't do the specific conversion, but see, and this is where the shit gets fucked, honestly. Because again, I'm not saying any of this from like the negative perspective, because Brittany deserved the win, and I am a huge Bertleby fan. I love Brittany. I love watching her lift. I love her attitude. She receives a great deal of hate and negative stuff online that she does not deserve. So every opportunity that I have or anybody watching this has should say, Brittany's fucking awesome, because she's fucking awesome. She's literally just the nicest person that is a great representative of powerlifting. However, nothing to do with her when it comes to the spirit of sport and the principle of competition. When you are put in a position where it not only you're losing or you're falling short of your goal because of extenuating circumstances or the judging or technical rules or whatever, that's one thing. If you fail to execute, okay, then the person is by definition a better participant of that sport on that particular day than you are. However, if you fail to execute because the circumstance or the environment around you is literally fucking you, what are we doing? Like, if this happened in the NFL, people would fucking, like, I mean, shit, the Knicks won not the Super Bowl, the Knicks won the NBA championship and they still burnt the fucking city down. Like, imagine if they blew it on if the ref was just like, no, that was a foul and the ref is the guy that actually tripped him, and then it's like we'd all fucking die. Like, New York would be a crater. I don't fucking know, dude. It's crazy. But this is the reason that I say that this whole thing is messed up, is because as you can see on the board here, Sonita missed 260 kg on her opener. I don't know what her and her husband Christoph, partner Christoph, I don't know, but whatever they decided to go up, I don't know why. I'm not sure. I didn't speak to them about this. I don't know if this was this particular strategy or if they felt pressured to do so because they needed to in order to secure a podium finish, to secure a win, to go beyond Brittany. I don't know, but it makes sense to me as a competitor to not retake your opener when the whole goddamn day is on the line when it comes to this. And it sucks because, again, I already said Brittany's the champion. There's a reason for that. This is not an ideal outcome for the principle or the foundation of a sporting event.
It's like, what would you rather? It's like, get second or what?
It's would you rather bomb out or would you rather get second? I'm not going there to be number two. That's the difference between Bree and I have had this conversation perpetually because I think y'all can come for me. I don't care. I'm old. I have my clients. I make my money. I do fucking buy the hydration, buy the supplements. Leave me alone. If you want to argue with me, do it in the comments. Drive my engagement up and fucking click the links, motherfuckers. But there's a difference between being a competitor and a participant, and a whole lot of you motherfuckers out there that think you compete in bodybuilding or compete in powerlifting are just wearing a real nice mask and hiding behind something that makes you feel good, makes you feel like you got a little bit more brass in your britches than you fucking think you ought to, and you're just a participant. You're just there to have an elevated version of your family's 5K fun run, turkey trot, fuck your face shit. When you actually say, no, I want to be the best in the world. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. If you did, you would take this shit personally. You would look at a high squat, the Dan Grigsby soft lockout deadlift that just happened, another superimposed thing. I'll fucking send it to you, Roderick. But that thing, every motherfucker on there, there's a reason I didn't comment on it. There's a reason Brianny didn't comment on it. There's a reason anybody with an all-time goddamn record except Jamal Browner didn't comment on it. And Jamal said this is fucking bullshit. Because everybody that actually believes in the spirit of competition and the spirit of sport sees shit happen like that and says, you motherfucker, you ain't me. You ain't what it takes to be the real fucking dog if you're cool with taking some shit ass record, some shit ass win, some shit ass circumstances that says, well, I win, I get my medal, I get my participation trophy. Just because you showed up doesn't mean you're entitled to a goddamn thing. And this is a tangent. I'm sorry, that can be its own video. But there's a difference between being a participant and a competitor, and Sonita and Brittany and Aquin and Benika and anybody else on here, every fucking person at IPF Worlds, the drug using, the PED side looks at these guys, they're like, oh, they're the drug tested nerds. They're the fucking ones that are like soft and like they're not in it as much as we do. Bullshit. They're the ones that are actual fucking dogs while you put hide behind using drugs and they're like, no, we're the hardcore motherfuckers. But then a ref gives you a red light, lifting this federation again. ABS, abs makes you squat too deep. How dare they? I paid my money, I paid my flight, so the fuck what? Everybody else did. What makes you special, motherfucker? Shut up. Circle it back. That's why female powerlifting is way fucking harder than 99% of the drug using, PED using, untested side, because they actually fucking compete. And you guys just want to participate and jerk yourselves off in the corner because you think you deserve it to fucking be happy about just showing up and getting your little trophy you fucking paid for. Oh, I'm on open powerlifting. Oh, I got my little database. I can tell my fucking job that I go back to that I'm a master's 47 through 52 all-time world record holder in the state of fucking Kentucky that uses this narrow classification. And it's like, oh, how much did you squat? Oh, like 575 pounds. Oh, you mean less than the fucking bitches? Crazy. We'll continue. I'm sorry. I care about it. Just clip that. Just make that a reel. Fucking fuck them. Fuck them, dude. God. And Sonita, it just sucks. I watched this live and it broke my goddamn heart. Cause even then, look, I could see it might be soft. It might be locked out. I don't know. But the judges just stay fucking our girl, man. And she's just like, what do I do? But this is where, and Brianny, if you do want to pop into this, I welcome the conversation. Because I think as much as I don't want to say it, but it's like, this is where I think Sonita is a hard motherfucker. And it's like, she's a competitor. So if she is a dog that wants to fucking win the championships and go down as one of the greatest female powerlifters of all time, I bet she'd fucking listen to this. It's just the same principle that we had to apply. And again, untested side, it's not the same, but human physiology is the foundation here, guys. It's all the same shit. Some of us just put fucking high octane bullshit in our asses to make it happen a little bit more crazy. But when it comes to body composition, it's just bangers. It's just fucking, it should be stand-up. I want to do stand-up, just talking about drugs and powerlifting. It's like the most niche shit ever, but I swear like 4 people would think it's fucking hilarious. But when it comes to the deadlift, being a larger body, being a larger individual
makes it infinitely harder.
Is not gonna do you any favors, because you literally physically run into your own tissue, which prevent the lockout from occurring. And that's what's happening here. Because you remember how we had to coach Patrick McGuire.
Yeah, and I've coached a couple other super heavyweights, and it's like, the thing is, it's like, and this is not on, this is just literally just in general. It's like, there's an old saying, it's like, you can't contract fat. So it's like, any amount of unneeded fat tissue could be hurting you more than it's helping you. Because it's like, yes, mass moves mass. It does. But yeah.
Here, just pause that
Gertie,
thought.
shut the fuck up. It's like, and this is not at Sonita in general. This is, I've coached many like super heavyweight lifters. It's like, you cannot contract fat. And if you have an excess of adipose tissue, that could hurt you more than it can hinder you. Because like Joe said,
hurt you more than it could help you.
Yeah, hurt you more than it could hurt you more than it can help you. But like Joe said earlier, it's like, will it work for squat? Yes. Would it work for bench? Yeah.
Devontae squatted high. I love my YouTube. I name names. I don't give a shit. Fuck these people. If they actually watch my YouTube, clip it and send it to them, boys. I want controversy. It's like, if you can't handle criticism, guess what? You're not a competitor. You're just a participant.
But it's also like, this is just our opinions.
Right.
And we're not in the judge's chair. So if you get fucking upset by it, fucking, I don't know.
No. It's like, if you get upset by it, I'm not saying fuck you. It's just like, it's what I see.
Do better or not, because I'm just some fucking person on the internet.
Or just lift to the standard that you need to, and if they pass, fuck yeah. Because I congratulated Devontae.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
It's fucking sick.
I just think I'm the same as you. It's like, a lot of super heavyweights, because the rule book definition of competition squat depth is the top of the quad at the hip, below the top of the quad at the knee, at the bottom of the squat. How do you do that if you're 450 pounds? Fuck if I know, dude. It's like, I couldn't.
I've never been that heavy.
No, me either. But that is.
But like, you literally just run into yourself, and like, to a point, it's like, that's literally physically as low that you can go. So it's like, we kind of, what are we gonna do? Tell people if you're over a certain body weight that you can't powerlift?
And that's the same thing here, because with Sonita, on a deadlift, you want the bar to be as on top of midfoot as possible, with your hips as wedged in as possible, and your torso as much upright as much of an upright position as you can achieve at that time. When you are someone who is like, so again, I'm sorry if I feel weird talking about people's body size and whatnot, but it's just, from a matter of fact perspective, I don't coach her. I'm not telling her to do anything, but with seeing every year IPF Worlds and every year a high-level powerlifting competition, seeing super heavyweights run into themselves, it makes me feel as though it might be more beneficial for some of these people to take a couple of steps back in the short term to make longer strides in the long term. For instance, one of my favorite people to reference, and again, it's on the untested side, it's different, it's not the same, and I don't coach him anymore. So it's like, it may not be 100% applicable, because we couldn't see the top end of the potential reached by this person. But when I coached Patrick McGuire, ran his training and like some of the lifestyle stuff, and Brianny ran his nutrition. He came to me with a competition, and I think Jim maybe around the same, something around this similar, but like competition best deadlift PR of 61 pounds. When he left me, he had a competition best PR of 777 pounds at a lighter body weight. Mm-hmm. He also squatted more, he also bench pressed more. It took 3 years for that to occur, but sometimes the most beneficial thing that you can do is not only reevaluate your technique, but also reevaluate your body itself and how it can achieve that technique, and maybe consider taking some of the priority or some of the prioritization away from some of the other lifts in order to allocate more of that energy towards a body composition change, and then go back into the situation with a more ideal circumstance for all of the power lifts, because it is not just about squatting the most weight. It's not just about bench pressing the most weight. It's not just about deadlifting the most weight. It's about having the biggest total, and how do you do that? You make the most attempts.
But powerlifting is not based on totals. There's very few competitions besides, to my knowledge, Clash of Titans in abs. But powerlifting is not based on totals. It's based on Dot's coefficient. Or I guess in this case, IPF is GL points. But it's like that is also in relation to your body weight. So that's something to consider as well.
Brittany is continuing to put the pressure on.
I don't think she even took this.
She did. Yeah,
she did?
This is her second attempt. This is 289 kilos, which is
Dangerously close to my deadlift.
dangerously close.
I think 4.5 kilos off, actually.
Yeah, 37.
So smooth, no question on that one.
Just and holding it with dominion. It's like incredible. I love watching it.
I wish she would have attempted 300.
I know, I agree. But then not into Sonita yet. Bonika's been lifting for like
How old is
fucking
she?
I don't know. She like started when I did in like 2007, I think.
Just anytime I see a female with like 4 reds or more on the bar, I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah, it's like that's a
Cool
dog.
shit.
That's what, dude. Powerlifting is cool. Like I love bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is great, but it's like I love like this is pushing the limit of human performance. It's just like how strong can you be in that moment? It's insane.
And it's just like, where are these girls from Great Britain come out of? Just fucking forklifts.
Dude, I know. And this is Sonita. This is this is the deadlift that would put her on the board. This was her presentation of her life's work. And then to be put into a position where a spotter made an error, I don't think the IPF said a goddamn thing about it. I wouldn't imagine that they would. And then making these decisions and ultimately not having a great outcome because of that. It's like, what are we doing? Like that, it makes me sad, because I love this sport and I know how much this means to me. I never competed at IPF Worlds, but I've competed on like world caliber stages, and I know how much this means to people.
It just sucks that this is like the gold standard of powerlifting in general, but mostly on the tested side, and it's just so shit,
and
dude.
It's just
and they just treat the lifters like shit. But it's like, in order to represent your country or be on this world stage and to be on the biggest stage for them, they don't have a choice to go this way. If you're in this and you want to go lift somewhere else, you're banned from this federation. So it's like you literally have no choice. It's fucked up.
Yep.
And everybody knows that, but they're not doing anything about it.
They didn't even give her the down command, because it's literally just like fuck Sonita day. They would have said it was soft, like they're gonna call like soft hips or soft knees.
Yeah.
And again, that's because of her, I hate to say it, but it's her body size. Like you can push your glutes through, but if you have the fucking glutes that Sonita does, because it's like, I don't know how, like she's a huge person. She's a large woman.
Hold on. Cut that. Don't include that.
No.
She's a huge. Can you imagine being a female and be like, she's a huge fuck.
She's a big lady.
Just say she
has a lot of glute to push through at the top.
She's a lady with a lot of mass or something.
A lady with a lot of mass and a whole lot of ass.
Period.
I don't know. I've suddenly learned how to.
You can't snap.
Yeah, it's the kind of. I can't do that. It's the Jimmy Dean.
Some people snap like that.
Show.
What do you mean? I'm
You
trying
just
to.
did the same thing twice.
This?
Why are you curling your hand like that?
Because that's how I do it. That's how he does it too.
What do you do with this finger when you're done? Just leave it.
It's like the middle finger.
Here, go like this. Go like this.
Friction to the like the meat of your thumb.
Get it more in the meat. Yeah. And now, snap that thing. This is like watching someone with cerebral palsy try to fucking snap.
Why is your pinky out like this?
I don't know.
I can't. You can't do that.
Yeah, put your pinky.
No.
Put your pinky in.
You have to fold in.
Yeah. Go like this. See how my hand is?
I think
Do this.
That's
Just
weird.
do this. Maybe curl that one in. And it's just these two. All you're using is these
but what am I
fucking...
hitting?
You're not...
This. Hit this.
I can't reach that if my fingers
Wait,
are
hold
down.
on. Is the snap your... Hold on. Wait, if you snap, is
It's
the
not
snap...
hitting this. It's that.
Okay, I was saying, wait, is the snap coming from the fucking finger hitting the palm, or?
Wait, is it? No, it's the top. It's the top. It's gotta be.
I don't know.
Look, this.
It's the I can't. My fingers are too short and my palms are too fat. It's the same. I can't deadlift and I can't snap. I don't fucking know.
Sausage fingers.
You like them. But you see, it's like, and then it's like they're just waiting for her to like demonstrate control. But it's like let's just slaughter the bitch.
She was just
again.
fucking over it.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, what are we doing? It sucks. It sucks, dude.
That's how it be.
And then like Brittany Schlater is like gonna fucking do it, and she doesn't even come out because she won. This tells me another thing, because you absolutely have to know a motherfucker on the untested side would be like, yeah, brother, I'm here, dude. I gotta do it anyway. Like, I fucking load it, boys. Look at the fucking, where's my methyl train? Fucking ammonia. It's like, I gotta go after it. But she's a fucking competitor who's going for a gold medal in a championship, and she's like, I already fucking won. See you later. I did it. Fuck y'all.
And she just walks out there and she does her little victory lap
and just fucking handshakes the judges.
Yeah, and rides off into
she's
the
like,
sunset.
I'll throw you guys the €100 for fucking over Sonita later. I'm kidding. That's not actually what happened, but I.
Also, hold on. How can you accurately judge if something's soft if all the judges are at the front?
You gotta use the arrows.
Look at all the judges. Go back. Why are
Those
they all
are
at
the
the front?
judges? What are we fucking doing, dude?
Usually, your head judge, they're super far
Get
away,
him
by
on
the
it.
way. The head judge is in the middle, but then the two side judges, they're called side judges because they're supposed to be on the side, and they're not on the side. So how can you really see if something's F in the chat for the IPF once again?
Press F to pay respects.
But yeah, Sonita won. Oh, Canada.
That's fucking
Yay.
crazy. I didn't even notice that. That's insane. I don't understand. Damn. Because I was like, okay, like I thought the flight was over. When I was watching this live, and then I was like, oh my fucking god! Wait a minute. Equin Girls City Fitness TV. I have no idea.
I think this is 645 because mine is 293.5, so this is a pound
That's
less.
close.
Mine's 293. Hers is 292.5, so half a kilo.
Close.
It's uncomfortably close. My only cope is that I'm a lighter lifter, but I'm not a natural lifter, so that immediately erases the cope.
She pulls conventional too.
Dog, my spine could never.
I watched this and I was just like,
What the fuck are these bitches eating in Great Britain?
it's awesome.
It's the tuna, beans, and cheese on a fucking potato.
Those fucking potato TikToks that you show me, has anybody, like, you guys?
Have you guys seen that shit?
Oh my god.
They take fucking potato. They're called jacket potatoes. They'll cut it in half and they'll put a fuckload of butter in the bitch.
Have you ever had cellulitis?
No, but we talked about
Yeah, it's like a slop pile. It's a
So then they do the
slop pile.
they do the butter. That shit melts on there. They add the cheese, and then on top they put the beans. So then the cheese is all melty underneath. And then they take cold fucking tuna salad, and they put that shit
It's
on
the
there.
most vile thing I've
you tried
ever
it?
seen.
Fuck no.
I feel like, dude, the texture,
I
the
would-
thought of the
I could-
texture, I would vomit.
I could see
It's like
the cheese, beans, butter.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll try it.
Cool.
The
Tuna salad?
Cold
No.
tuna salad, nigga? What the
That caught me off guard.
Why do people? Yeah.
That's not.
That shit's foul. I gotta
That's-
show you that.
Yeah. If you've ever had jacket potato, let me know, because I think that's the secret. And I'm gonna start fucking making that shit. Because if that gets me a respectable deadlift when I head back to the platform, I'll do whatever, dude. It's fucking awesome. The Brits have got it right. It's fucking crazy. At least in that way, not in the stabbings, but we got a lot of shooting, so it's like, I don't know. Who knows?
Evens out.
Tomato.
And this is on a stiff bar, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. The best, you best on a stiff bar was 6'11". It's like, dude, goddamn. Also, nobody calls this. Why does nobody call this? Because you know what I'm gonna call? Because it's like, when I was a judge, because I haven't renewed my certification.
Are your feet not
Everybody moves their feet, and it's like, that can be a red light.
Wait,
At least
is that a rule?
I don't know if it is currently.
Oh.
It used to be a rule. Your feet cannot lose contact with the ground until the bar comes in contact with the ground. And it's like,
Oh.
dog, reds. I was a dickhead. I would just be reds. Like, I just ruined days as a judge. That's why I don't do it anymore, because I wanted more friends. But I was just like, no, fuck you. But it's the same competitor thing. It's like, I'm gonna make you motherfuckers earn it. I squatted deep. I broke all my all-time records with my fucking asshole grazing the ground. Like, you fucking, like, work harder, fucks. Damn. Like, but it's hard. That's the point. Sport. Fuck. Why? Wait. Who is this? Why do you have a silver helmet in the crowd? Who are you? What
Is that
was
disco ball?
Is it a disco ball? That's actually really cool if it's a disco ball.
Yeah, it is. It's shiny.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Brits were doing drugs. They do a lot of drugs on the islands over there, dude. We went over for abs, dude. We went to the bar or with a club or whatever. It's like 14-year-old kids are like hitting lines on tables.
Doing fucking sucking on balloons and shit.
And it like nitrous, and it's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Dude, it's like the sun's coming up, and I'm like, what are we doing, bro?
They're doing fucking
like,
drugs in the middle of the table at the club.
It was crazy. It was literally, it was madness.
I might have been one of those people.
Yeah, okay. She won a belt. It was like, but there you go. It was fun. I want to go back. And it's like, Quinn just smoked that. It was like very cool. It was awesome. It's cool. It made me happy.
Yeah.
It's like I cared about her training.
Yeah.
I cared about her training because I saw her pull something, and then she actually was like, hey, if you have any advice, I'll give you give me some. And I told her to do like some banded TKEs because she was struggling to keep her knees locked at the top of the deadlift, and sometimes driving a little bit more proprioception and some muscular engagement in an isolated manner prior to the compound lift helps to do that on the platform. So thereby, by proxy, I'm claiming that there's another all-time world record on my resume. Thank you, Girl City Fitness TV. You don't even have to approve it. We're just fucking adding that to the docket. Thanks. Not really, but
Kinda.
maybe. I'm everywhere. And then it's the dudes. Nobody cares about the dudes.
God
It's
damn,
fucking
that's a big-ass
Jesus
motherfucker.
drops more deadlifts, still wins. Wild, shocker. But yeah, so that's female IPF Worlds.
Powerlifting, bodybuilding, everything in the fitness industry is about personal improvement. It's you against somebody else, and that person cares just as much as you, has given just as much as you, has sacrificed just as much as you, wants it just as bad as you, and not only that, they believe they deserve it just as much as you do. And it's not up to you, it's not up to chance, it's not up to fate. It is a combination and choreography of all of those things. And if you fall short on the day, it could have been the judges, it could have been the spotters, it could have been this, it could have been that. But you want to know something? If you made it a little bit more undeniable, wouldn't have fucking mattered.
That's the video. Got a little loud. Got a little out of pocket. Thanks for joining in, Bree. I love you. Love you guys too. If it upset you, argue with your mom, not me. AOD 203, you and me.